At least for me, which I have issues with my kidneys, I think this one is the best of all these three products here. And I'll explain in a moment why and what's the actual reaction if you want. Now, bear in mind, these two look very, very similar. The covers are different color, but also the ingredients are different. The size of the can is different. And also it looks like the size of the amount of portions is very different. So just want to make clear distinctions between the two. Again, this one, my I don't know exactly what my problem with kidney is. I didn't go to doctors because maybe I don't want to find out. The thing that happens to me is when I maybe if I eat anything with salt, sugar, protein, name it, vitamins, too much vitamin C, and so on. I start urinating couple of hours after that meal. I start urinating a lot. So my understanding, my interpretation, this is my kidneys can no longer really correctly, properly filter the blood, so they just eliminate a lot of fluid from the blood, basically. So that's my issue with kidneys, but I don't know exactly. I don't know, is there in a stage? Also, I do have my kidneys get painful when I eat those things. So also, if I get dehydrated, my kidneys start hurting me, my lower back, underneath the ribs, and so on. Anyhow, all this to say that this one, because I also need to take fibers because of my diet, this one appears to be the easiest one in a way that I don't really, well, maybe a little bit, but I don't. It doesn't make me urinate more. Sorry for being that kind of gross talk, but to talk the real things. Why I think this one it's easier? Let me just find. This is the list of ingredients, and I suggest you take a look. So basically, what it says is not easy for me to read, but it says it contains fiber, and then the non-medicinal ingredients. It's only, I don't know, is that sugar on my site? Yeah, I think it's sucrose. Sucrose, is that French or English? Saccharose, I think. No, that's the French one. So sucrose, saccharose, it's sort of a sugar. Actually, it's real sugar, so it's not a sweetener. The two ingredients here appear to work much better for me, or at least don't have an impact compared to these two others. Now, you may think this one is identical with the other one, and that's not correct. Even though it says real sugar, let me just read. You can tell already. I apologize for the light here, but it also have the same sucrose, but it has citric acid, it has orange flavor, whatever colors too. This one also appears to have a flavor, although I can tell you he can barely feel the flavor in this, and I'll talk about the taste and the consistency as well in a moment. So the flavor in this one, maybe there is some, it doesn't appear in the list, strangely. Does it say no, I don't think. No, it doesn't say at all, so I'm not sure with the picture. But this one definitely does have some aroma to it, some flavor to it, and also has that acidic acidity to it. And I'm going to guess the acidity, it's one of the reasons why this it's harder, or at least on my knees. Sorry, in knees. That's my daily French to English wrong translation on my kidneys. Maybe I'll talk to you about this one too, although it's the like a brand from Walmart. This one was sugar free, so that's when I started to take these things, thinking that without sugar is going to be better. It's not. So this one will make me urinate more than this one, both quite a lot. I can tell the reaction a couple of hours later, it's very clear. This one, I would say zero to very little. I'm not sure if I can really detect an increase of amount. So why is this one tougher on least my kidneys, I can tell you, let me just go for the English, that's French. I have English here, sorry about this. You see, obviously it contains fiber, but also it contains, again, citric acid. Could this be the tough guy? I don't know. It also contains flavors and aspartame. Again, a question, is aspartame tougher on kidneys, at least in my condition? I don't know, but this one has the worst reaction if you want, so I would call this one the toughest, the worst for my, at least, kidneys, perhaps for your situation as well. Second, and this one, very little or none, no reaction, no so it should be easy on kidneys, at least in my amount. Let me just finish this video by describing a little bit the performance, if you want. I would say that this one and this one, these two work nice. I'm really pleased. This one, I think you need to put quite a bit, maybe double or triple the amount of others to work the same. So the performance on this one is very weak. Again, this one is the recommended one in my video. Also, I would say that these two do have that kind of orange or maybe citrus flavor to them, is very pronounced, actually maybe too much. This one doesn't really have a flavor to it, and maybe for some people it's going to taste, I wouldn't call it bad, but is not going to be very pleasant to the taste. Also, this one gets much more, what expression should I use, is like gooey, if you want, when you mix it. So it's like more consistent in the glass as well. This one is the least consistent. This one is pretty much like this one. So all this to say that price-wise, I don't know, these ones are similar priced. Perhaps this one is slightly more expensive, just slightly, but keep in mind the amount, at least the serving says much more than this. And I believe these numbers, even though the total weight is less in this option, I believe that you need to put far less than this one to get the same result. So I believe this amount here. So price-wise, this one is going to get you much better for your money. Compared to the Equate brand, and also not sure if Metamorcins has, perhaps Metamorcin also has a sugar-free brand. I would say that given the price, so I would say perhaps the price for this, for much more amount, is about the same as the two others. So almost basically those three are more or less the same price, all the three. However, this one is going to give you much more than the two here, because this one and this one have about the same performance, although this one has much more amount and also portions. So gives you an idea, maybe give them a try. And like I said, I spent money on this and I'm no longer going to use them, even though I did spend some money on them. But it's really, at least for me, it's worth taking one that doesn't make me urinate, because also don't forget, too much urination because of food products and whatnot will cause you dehydration, and dehydration, it's tougher on your kidneys. So it's basically like a circle there. So you don't want to get dehydrated, you don't want to start urinating. Normally you should drink water enough, but I think it's important to just pay attention.